Welcome my students. Today's class is about plant pathology and the symptoms of plant pathogens, symptoms of plant diseases, classification of plant diseases. Including in this subject, many terms are used in plant pathology. I discuss it very soon. Many terms. At first, one question arises: why we should study plant pathology? What is the objective of plant pathology? There are three objectives in plant pathology. Number one, to determine the disease, to control the disease, and to study the host pathogen interaction. Okay, plant pathology is a subject in which we study plant pathogen, plant disease, and their control measurement, scientific control measurement. At first, what is disease? Disease is natural deviation of natural health. Deviation of natural health externally, physically, physiologically is called disease. Then another term is what is pathogen or causal organism. Pathogen or causal organism be the organism which causes disease. So what is disease? External deviation of plant pathogens or causal organism may be two types. They may be parasitic organism, they may be saprophytic organism. Parasitic organism means which inhabit, which fulfill its life cycle in different plant taxa, animal taxa, in different species. But saprophytic plant pathogens generally grow on decaying material, decaying plant material called saprophytic plant pathogens. Symptom is the manifestation of diseases. These symptoms are generally categorized in three divisions: necrotic symptom, atrophic symptom, and hypertrophic symptom. Necrotic symptom, when the massive tissue of the host cell is dead. For this is called necrotic symptom. Necrotic means dead. Necrotic symptom, massive tissue of the host cell, host tissue, massive tissue of the host is dead. That is atrophic symptom, because the growth for this attack of pathogen, the growth of the host, the growth of the plant is very less, causing a symptom that is atrophic symptom. And then the overgrowth by being generally the plant pathogens or generally fungus, that is hypertrophic. Hypertrophic means when the fungal mycelium grow in a tissue and it is rapid growth. That is hypertrophic symptoms. Necrotic symptoms may be 7 or 8 types or maybe 10 types. The first one is streak. What is streak? Streak is the elongated. Streak is the elongated appearance, elongated damaged tissue which is present in the plant leaf material, plant stem material called streak, elongated damage. This is bacterial leaf streak of rice, Xanthomonas, causing organism is Xanthomonas oryzae. Second, necrotic symptoms are spot. When the necrosis occurs in a particular small area called spot. Brown example is brown spot of rice, Helminthisporium oryzae. Number third is blight. When the massive part of the plant tissue are affected by microorganism, by pathogen, and the plant part is discolored. Decoloration is occurred, and a browny appearance is called blight. Many types of blights are present. that is early blight or late blight. Early blight caused by Alternaria solani. Alternaria solani. You know that the late blight Phytophthora extends. Then what is canker? Canker is the depression. Depression occur in the host tissue or leaf tissue or stem tissue and a demarcating zone. When you touch the canker affected parts, you saw that on demarcating zones between this depression, on demarcating zone, when you touch it, you saw on barrier zone here, that is canker. One cankerous disease is citrus canker caused by Xanthomonas citri, and when the massive cell is affected and a bad smell, water smell are present, that is rot. Totally damaged. The tissue is totally damaged, that is rot. Soft rot of potato, RNA species. And another two symptoms are, one is damping up and one is anthracnose. Damping up is present in the seedlings, in tomato seedlings, in another seedlings. When the plant is growing, the lower part of the plant, of the stem of these seedlings are affected and it is tilt out. That is damping up. Damping up of tomato, Pythium divarianum. And one is anthracnose. That is, it is also in brown appearance, in elongated type. That is, it is causing extra layer, a pocket-like structure in the leaf tissue. Anthracnose of bean caused by mycoplasma. Okay. And the second type of symptoms are atrophic symptoms. This may be chlorosis, this may be dwarfing, this may be vein clearing, this may be wrinkling. In time of chlorosis, this is mosaic-like appearance. You know that the leaf mosaic of lady's finger, Abelomoschus sp. Then second type is dwarfing. This is the dwarfing, reduce in the plant cell structure, plant pod structure, that is a dwarf leaf. The leaf are dwarf. Dwarf leaf of brinjal caused by mycoplasma. There are two diseases, that is vein clearing and wrinkling. Vein clearing, when the plant parts, the region of the vein is totally cleared by the effect of the pathogen, that is vein clearing. And wrinkling, the growth of one part is very high and the growth of other parts of the part is very low. That is in leaf, growth of this part is very high, this part is low, that is wrinkling. And the third one is hypertrophic symptoms. These are gall, hair roots, wart and witch's broom. Gall are excess growth of stem or leaf is called gall. That is gall of coriander. This word is gall of coriander causes by protomyces. Second is curl. Curl also pitch curl, the leaf for overgrowing, the leaf curling is this type. It is called for excess growth of the leaf plant tissue. Leaf curl of pitch, Staphyna deformis, and there are two others, that is hairy roots, when the plant parts have the root-like appearance, and wart. In types of this disease, the wart disease, this type of disease is excess growth of the plant parts. Excess growth. Gall means growth, that is gall, and that is wart. Wart disease of potato caused by Synghytra endophyticum. And the last one is witch's broom, which is the stem part like witch's broom. You know that Shakespeare Macbeth, that is the plant parts, and in nodal parts there are excess growth of tissue, that is witch's broom. That's from all today's class. Thank you.